Hi, folks, and welcome to Friday night's Daily Dose. If you're part of our Calvary family, I just have to say, I miss you. It's been a long couple of months. As we dive into the Daily Dose today, would you do a couple of things? Would you share and like this post? That's how we get the word out. When you do that, it exponentially expands our reach. The second thing we'd like you to do is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just head out to YouTube and check out our YouTube channel. And last but not least, if you're watching on cable access, would you tell a friend about the Daily Dose? We'd love for you to invite somebody. Last but not least, I sent out an email today to our congregation. If you missed it, go out to our website, www.calvaryalec.org. It's an email in response to Governor Walz's latest declaration. I'm sure you're wondering, what does all this have to do with church? When will we be back worshiping together again? Head out to our website, look for that update. Give me a call if you have any questions. Well, tonight, here's what I know. For the last couple of months, our lives have been turned upside down, and they've been really hard. Here's a statistic for you. Here in Alexandria, our unemployment rate is at 22%. That's unheard of. Many of you have had to work from home. You've had kids at home. You've been trying to homeschool. Many of you are wondering, what does it mean when school is done and there are no baseball and t-ball leagues this summer? What does that mean for my kid? How am I going to keep them busy? Elders in our congregation, you have been isolated. You're at your wits' end. It's driving you crazy. These last several months have been really hard. They've been hard because we have been asked to sacrifice, each one of us, for the sake of those who are maybe more vulnerable than we are. And we are not used to sacrificing. We are not used to it. And so this has been hard. And so here's what I want to do. Tonight, I want to do something totally different. I want you to sit back because we're going to talk about a word in the Bible that we don't use normally. The word is this: it's blessing. The only time I use the word bless is when somebody sneezes and I say, God bless you. But in the Bible, the authors of the Bible use that word a lot. In fact, the word bless or blessing is found in the Bible almost 400 times. And it's used in places like a passage that Christians often call the Beatitudes, where it talks about God's blessing. I want you to listen to who God blesses. In Matthew chapter 5, it says this: "Blessed are the poor in spirit." In another version, it's translated, "Blessed are those who are at their wits' end." Anybody been there the last couple of months? Blessed are those who are at their wits' end, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn. Wasn't that people like you and me? Don't we mourn the way life was way back when? Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are those who over these last couple of months have spent a little too much time with themselves and aren't certain that they enjoy who they are. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Don't we hunger and thirst for our country and our world to do the right thing through all of this? And we see in our politics that creates all kinds of tensions. So it says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. And it goes on, blessed are the merciful. Blessed are those who are pure in heart. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness. You see, here's what I think when the Bible talks about blessing and we think about who God is and who God blesses. Don't we often think that God is about the business of blessing those that have it all together? Those whose lives fit in nice, neat boxes. Those who are able to keep it all together and stay on the straight and narrow, even in the midst of the things that we've faced over the last couple of months. Well, this passage proves that that just isn't true. You see, blessed are those who are at their wits' end. Blessed are those of us who are mourning what we had before. You see, here's what I think this reminds us, that God blesses those not who have it all together necessarily, but those who, like you and me, well, we experience days that are really hard. Those of us who, for the last couple of months, this has just been hard for us and for our families. And so tonight we want to do something unique. We want you to sit back because we want to bless you. We want to offer something that in biblical times was a really big deal. God's blessing, God's favor. We want you to know that God looks at you and says, well done, good and faithful servant. And so Nolan is going to sing a song in just a minute, and we want you to just listen and watch. You're going to see some faces from our church family. We want you to know that God looks at you and says, I'm so proud of you. I know these days have been hard, but I'm not going anywhere. And when I look at you, it fills my heart with joy because I know how hard you're working.
His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family and your children, and their children and their children. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family and your children and their children and their children. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations. the children, and the children, and the children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and the children, and the children.